Hey, it's story time with Drea! Hi, so my name is Dreidel, or Drea, I guess. Well, it's Drea, but Dreidel. Okay, and this guy, theryanlocke, was like, telling me a story about Jesus rising to dunk on Judas, kicking the disciples' asses for denouncing him, and it ends with a final showdown with Pontius Pilate. Well, I know nothing about this stuff, so I'm just gonna kind of do whatever. But you know, with the story. So, I'm Jesus, because I'm big and all high and mighty. And this little cutie right here is Judas. We're just gonna let that happen. I'm sick, so my voice doesn't sound normal, so just ignore that. Like, don't even think about that. Also, my hair's in a bun because I was too lazy to not have it in a bun. I like buns. So, we're just gonna pretend it's 2012 because that's when Jesus is supposed to rise. So, hey, here's Jesus, he's rising, and he's like, hey, yo, Judas. Hold on, I'm gonna go look up who Judas is. Jesus is like, bitch, what did you do to me? You sold me off for however many money. 30 pieces of silver. I think I heard that reference on House once. Right. So he's like, let me kick your motherfucking ass. And Judas is like, no, Jesus, no. And he's all small because he's a disciple, and Jesus is all, well, he's not big necessarily, like he's normal size, but he's all big in his soul because he's Jesus. And he's like, oh, yup. And so here he goes, and he's punching him. Ow, ow. And we'll just take off your little candy hearts, because you suck. I don't want to rip off your arm, actually, so we'll do that later. We'll do that later, and we'll pretend we did it now. And so, here comes Pilate. Yes, we've been saying that wrong. And Pilate, he's all like, no, you don't just do that. You don't just rise from the dead, no less, just to kick somebody's ass. Like, aren't you a good person? Aren't you all high and mighty, Jesus? And Jesus is like, yeah, I am, but I had to get my revenge. And Pilate is like, no, you didn't have to get your revenge. You didn't. You could have been perfectly fine just staying dead. And so we're just gonna make this can of soda right here. This represent Pepsi Wild Cherry because I love this soda. And this is Pilate. I forget his first name. Frick. And he's like, okay, no, I'm just gonna kill you again. That's what Pilate says to Jesus, me. And so he starts attacking me, and I'm like, no, nope. So I drink him, right? I left my Judas in the kitchen. I'll be right back. Alright, and now Jesus, since he's a vampire, needs his 12 disciples back, and he's all in Mystic Falls. We'll say he's in Mystic Falls because we're cool. And he needs his 12 vampires, his 12 disciples, so he makes a bunch of whatever. Who cares? And they start attacking people. And here comes Damon. I already used the Mystic Fall reference, so we're just gonna keep going on with this. And he's like, I'm gonna attack you with this butter knife. But of course, Jesus isn't gonna let somebody attack him with a butter knife. But apparently this is a butter knife of silver or something like that. So he attacks him with this butter knife of silver, and Jesus is like, whatever, and throws his disciples in front of him, and 6 of them die. Their heads got chopped off. But the other 6 are still alive, and still Jesus. And then they turn bad, so Jesus kills them, because I didn't really like the old disciple idea. And then Judas comes, because he's learned the errors of his ways. And so, here's Judas. I'm a fuck? I hate this camera. It's like I'm moving right and it's moving left. And why? I'm sure I can fix it somehow. I just don't know. But here comes Judas. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. And he picks this up and he stabs Jesus in the stomach. And Jesus just turns human because, I mean, come on, I'm Jesus. I'm not gonna die that easily. And so now I'm human. And I've learned the errors of my ways too. And Judas dies because, you know, he was barely clinging onto life there. But let me get him, figure out which way I need to go. That was him dying again. And yeah, now Jesus is a good boy. There we go. Love you guys. Oops.